Ryan.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great night, folks. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those you love. If an agreement doesn't work, change the agreement and create a new one. Use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 42, closed down 42, trading at 24,657. NASDAQ up 55, 77.81, new all-time high. S&P up 5, 27.71. NDX 100, 73.08, all-time high. Gold contract down $7.60, trading at $12.71. Gold hit $12.70 today. You get an ABC structure down with a price projection of $12.67. Bottom line, $3 lower. See what kind of juice we have coming into that number. Silver down 2 cents, trading at $16.29. You had light sweet crude. We came out with the EIA numbers this morning at 10:30. Bottom line is that you had a drawdown of 5 million barrels. Up $1.15, $66.22. You get the OPEC meeting on Friday. Bottom line, we'll see what that statement has to say, but it looks like good old barrels of oil want to trade between $66 and $75. Notes and bonds. You had the 10-year note down 9 ticks. Trading 119.17, 30-year bond off 25, 143.10. Both pull back with light volume. Once again, they want higher price, lower yield. King dollar up 36 ticks, 94.765. The euro is trading at 115.80 to $1. The yen is at 110.40 to $1. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of Micron Tech, let's go take a look at it. Micron just come out with their numbers. Micron Technology closed today at a price point of $58.95. The low for the year is $26.85. The high is $64.66. Right now we are trading out at $58.60. So bottom line, you get a flat market out here. Let's see what they have to say. Micron had net sales of $7.80 billion. Earnings per share was $3.15. Their gross margin is running out at 60%, 60.19%. What else are they looking for? Bottom line is that you get a flat market. That's the way the market's looking at it right now. Right now, you're trading 45 cents lower than they closed, but Micron's really laying out at these highs. So what's intriguing about Micron, and we'll see how this shakes out tomorrow morning, is that Micron had a high volume high on the 13th of March, 63.42, 142 million shares. It got tested on the 30th of May. Tested with 84 million versus the 142. That sets up lower price. So we'll see where the conference call comes and how folks are feeling about this in the morning. Some of the higher volume stocks out here. This is what we're looking at today. We had GE was the top one out there. Now GE, bottom line, kicked out of the Dow Industrials. They will be out of the Dow Industrials Monday night. Tuesday morning, they will not be in the Dow Industrials. You're going to have Walgreens inside the Dow Industrials. GE's traded down 7 cents. Pretty amazing. They did have some buy-in this morning. Bottom line, folks, do not touch GE. GE is going to be, $11.35 is the high of the low of 2009. Now that they're kicked out of the Dow Industrials, what does that mean? That means that the indices themselves, the diamonds themselves, in fact, let me go look. I was just curious this way, 1 second. If I can actually see how this works. No, it won't work that way. Okay. I was trying to figure out how many shares. I'm sure I could figure this out, but not on the fly. How many shares just the diamonds had of GE. because you can take the amount of shares that are outstanding inside the diamonds, you can take the weighting structure of GE inside the diamonds, and that'll give you an understanding of bottom line is that how many shares had to be sold. That's the bottom line. And that is only in the diamonds. That is not in all the Dow Industrial funds, as well as all the funds that mimic the Dow Industrial. So it's going to be a big number. Gold is at 1270. That's doing an ABC structure down to the 1267 level. Oil 66 at 22. I suspect that's going to want higher price. Let's go over to the 30-year bond and take a look at the 30-year bond. So notes and bonds right now, U.S. 8. Okay, so the 30-year bond closed down 25 ticks, 143.10. Did 227,000 contracts. It's not bad. You're still coming into the strength where it had 600,000 contracts. So this baby still wants higher price. If we go over to the TLT, the 20-year plus bond fund, let's see how that shakes out. Okay, so this was down $1 today, $1.06, 6.8 million shares traded. You're coming into 10 million as well as 21 million. That's still also saying that it wants higher price. King Dollar is going to be a wild card. King Dollar has been a wild card, is a wild card, and what King Dollar, it tested the October 2017 high of on the continuous contract 95,070. We'll see whether they can break it. Bottom line is that if we do break it, well, we did the test, okay? We already broke it, but it couldn't stay above it. Broke it, you know, bought all the 20, 30 minutes, came right back underneath it again. And if that's all she wrote, we're going to end up with a lot more, well, either way, we're going to end up with a lot of volatility. Because if we break it concisely, meaning the dollar index, then that's going to have some juice. I don't expect we're going to see that at this time, and this is why. When you take a look at the dollar index, what you're looking at is this. If I bring this back to 2014, what you're going to see is that the dollar index is coming into a monster supply line. And that supply line is pretty intense because what had happened is that the dollar index had traded above this area from March of 2015 all the way over to July of 2017. That is one large supply line. So there's plenty of folks at that particular point that bottom line are sellers. What you do have also, and this is where I suspect the Federal Reserve is going to have to, keep their eyes on this whole deal, is that we have some implosions, meaning inside the currency markets across the world. If you go over to Argentina, you look at that peso, it's pretty intense, man. The peso right now is trading at 27 to 1 US dollar. 6 months ago, folks, it was 18 to 1 US dollar. Big numbers. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.